besides robbing banks and stuff, man, you moved a little smoke, man. You moved some smoke, right?
Yeah. So I'm in Beaumont, Texas, and one of my good friends, Johnny, hung out with Rock and all of us. He was an Italian guy, and he kept saying, "Crease, you don't know how perfect you are." And I go, "What?" He goes, "We're going to make a lot of money." And I'm going, "Okay, okay." So I get out of prison, the beginning of 2015, right? And I told you to where I was a little naive to where I thought all my work history would kind of even out the bank robberies to where I could find a job. But
Mhm.
nobody would hire me. I had to go on like probably 100 interviews. And my crime is considered theft and violence. Nobody wants to hire you.
Right.
So Johnny gets out of prison and he gets to the halfway house in Atlanta. So he's got all these grow houses out in California and Oregon and stuff. So he goes, "Are you ready, Crease?" And I go, "Yeah." So I had a little Volkswagen Cabrio, little convertible. I had like this tiny little trunk. Looks like it didn't even have a trunk. And what the rules was, he says, if it's a nice day, you have the top down. If it's raining, you have it up. And he put me in khaki shorts and like a pink polo shirt. And he
Mhm.
said, "Crease, the only time a cop's going to pull you over is if he's flirting with you." And I remember, so I go on my first run, and he's got his buddy right in Chattanooga, which is outside of Atlanta, right?
Uh-huh.
So this guy doesn't know me, and they was getting popped sending a lot of that stuff in the mail. So when Johnny was like, "Okay, I got Crease is going to get it. He's perfect." And the guy goes, "Are you sure? Are you sure he's perfect?" He goes, "Trust me, Crease has got this. He's perfect." So I drive out to California, and they put 50 pounds in the back of my little Volkswagen, and I take off. And I guess all the way, this guy's calling up Johnny and going, "Are you sure your dude's got it?" He goes, "Relax. Crease is perfect." And then, so I pull into this little apartment in Chattanooga, right off the highway. And this big, bald, tattooed black guy walks out, walks up to the car, and just shakes his head. He goes, he was right. And I go, "Why?" He said, "You're perfect." He goes, you don't look nothing like the type. And I'm like, I
Oh,
don't know if I should say thank you or what.
right, right, right.
Yeah. So I mean,
Oh, that's funny,
I was
man.
making some good money doing that. I was making like $200 a pound bringing that stuff back.
So how long would it take you to make that trip, man?
I was getting there in 36 hours. I wasn't stopping.
No, man, that's a serious roll
Yeah.
there.
I
Yeah.
would get from Atlanta to Northern California in 36 hours.
Wow. That's
Yes.
a serious move, man.
Yes. Yeah.
Good gosh.
I remember he gets me I get to California the first time, and he's got me staying at this National Hotel. And he goes, "Okay, Crease, you're staying at the National Hotel." And it's like 2 in the morning. And I'm pulling in there, and he goes, "Oh, by the way, it's haunted." He sends me to this haunted hotel. I'm like, "That's great."
Any action? Did you
Huh?
get any haunted action or no?
No, no, I
Nothing.
didn't see
Okay,
anything. But
okay,
I mean,
okay.
supposedly it was haunted.
Oh, I believe it. Shoot, I
So
trust me.
so I did about 3 trips, and of course, with the money, then my wife would let me see my kids. So that's when I got back in my kids' life.
Okay.
Like I could take them out to dinner, go to their baseball games. And my kids were really, really good kids. And it kind
Right.
of hit me. I'm like, man, I'm taking my kids out to dinner with like money I'm making running the pot.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So that's what
But
that's what got you out of it was the
that's what
thought
got
that
me
I'm
out of
gonna
it.
end
It was
up
a
getting.
combination of my boys, and also that was kind of the breaking part with my boys again, because when I'm driving out there and coming back and I got this money, I got my mom and all these people are going, "What are you doing?" I'm not going to say, "This is what I'm doing."
I'm pushing smoke. I'm
Right.
right.
So I
Carrying some-
so I had a buddy who had a friend that owned a RV lot. So I told him I was delivering RVs out to California and coming back.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
But then when I go back to prison for the pistol at the end of the year, they find out that I wasn't doing that. And then that kind of, like, soured everybody against me. But
Yeah.
I don't really, I think of everything I did, that's probably the least serious of what I was doing.
I mean, it's legal everywhere, man.
Exactly.
It's legal everywhere.
But, I'm not going to tell my 75-year-old mom I'm running the pot.
Right. Yeah, I'm moving smoke, Mom.
Yeah, Mom, I'm doing the pot. Come on.
Oh, man, listen. I mean, this was in the 90s, I think, man. My poor mom, man, sweetest person ever, man. She was from Oklahoma, from Muskogee, Native American, and the old song "We Don't Smoke Marijuana in Muskogee."
Yeah.
She didn't. I would sit outside smoking a sweet, the strong, which is a blunt. We call it a sweet. Anyway, putting up the Christmas lights, and she was none the wiser. Just, oh, that's the stinkiest cigar I ever smoked, Mike.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, man. You're traveling with, how much did you have? 50 pounds, you say?
50 pounds, yeah.
50 pounds. Was there any anxiety level to that? Did you feel?
You know what? It's weird. And after my first trip, I told Johnny, and he thought I was crazy. I said, that was probably the first time I really felt alive, because I'm out there on the highway and stuff. And I don't know if maybe it was the adrenaline from back to the bank robberies or stuff, but it was like the first time I really felt alive. I wasn't paranoid or nothing. It was like, I was good with it.